Green Bay last week at a celebrity golf tournament and said, quote, "I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this week, and then I'm going to get back to working out and figuring things out in a couple weeks." Now, Adam Schefter's latest report was more clear-cut, saying, quote, "This isn't a money issue. It's much deeper than that. He doesn't want to be there," close quote, there being in Green Bay with the Packers. So, Marcellus, does this change your opinion about Aaron Rodgers' future in Green Bay?
No. I think Aaron Rodgers is still going to play. I think he's going to play week one. He's just trying to figure out how to have a soft landing after getting into his emotions and feelings this entire offseason. Another case of someone who's trying to be disruptive without a destination. A few names come to mind. Russell Wilson tried this. Deshaun Watson tried this. And then they come to realize this is where home is because they don't have the power to make somewhere else their home. Why my mind hasn't changed really on this actually affirms what I've been saying this entire offseason. Because Adam Schefter reports that this is deeper than just money. How could that be in business, that something's deeper than money? Let's just really breathe on this. Deeper than money. When money in business is called the bottom line. The bottom line. I mean, there's no line under it. But people are going to say, no, it's deeper than that. Actually, it's more shallow than that. You are in your feelings, or they are in their feelings. So now you guys are going to walk outside and have this conversation about how you're off-center emotionally. But that's not deeper than the bottom line. The bottom line in business is you do for me, I do for you, and we just did this together. I don't understand. Let me stick to football players, because that's the only lane we're talking about.
Go where you need to go, though, Sal. I'm with you, my dog. Go where you need to go.
Man, look, they drafted us. And you know what the drafting is? We're going to pay you, but you come in here. Okay, I ain't got a problem with that. And we're going to show you love as much as you show us love. Because so when Aaron Rodgers was drafted there, Brett Favre was getting all the love. Yoo-hoo, I'm Aaron Rodgers. And then all of a sudden now Aaron Rodgers is the man. And Jordan Love is sitting there saying, yoo-hoo, I'm Jordan Love. But when do you ever lose sight of what this is? They are paying for your services, and they never are paying for your love. And then you can never buy your love. But I hear so many players just like, man, they ain't treat me right. They don't care about me. Who give a damn if the eggs are cold? Bruh, are you taking care of me for my services or not? I could buy my own damn hot eggs. But I see this happen time and time again. And what happens is you lose your way, and then they start looking at you differently. So I wish guys would hold up a mirror before a flashlight. What a mirror would tell you is respect yourself and respect your craft and respect that this is a transaction. What a flashlight will make you do is look for stuff that may be not there. And I think in this situation, this got way ahead of Aaron Rodgers. Now he's trying to figure out how to box this all back in and show up as a Green Bay Packer once again. Seen this story before. Sad to see it that I'm still realizing it's happening again.
I like that take. I like that take. I like that take. I like that take. I vehemently disagree with the take.
Okay.
But I really like the take.
Let's go.
Aaron Rodgers isn't going back to Green Bay. So, football is transactional. I agree with that. But I also believe football is highly relational as well. Just like most relationships, a marital relationship, whatever the case may be. Yeah. It is clearly relational. Yeah. But it is also transactional. Thus, I do think something can be deeper than money. However, if something is deeper than money occupationally, then now what's your motivating factor? The motivating factor for anyone in business, typically to remain in said business, is money. I'm sitting at this desk, you sitting at this desk, other people sit at desk at this network in large part because of money. Other people leave desks that they sit at networks to go other places because of money. So if something is now bigger than money, what do you have to tether somebody to an occupation? If Aaron Rodgers' issue and rift with the Green Bay Packers is greater than money, then what do the Packers have to tether him to Green Bay? I don't think they have anything. Because as I now navigate the entire landscape of why is Aaron Rodgers not in Green Bay, money's not going to bring him there. Well, winning isn't going to bring him there, because if I am Aaron Rodgers, I'm looking at the landscape. What quarterbacks in this generation are in the conversation with me talent-wise? Tom Brady. He's been to multiple Super Bowls since I went to one. Russell Wilson. He's been to multiple Super Bowls since I went to one. Peyton Manning. He's been to multiple Super Bowls since I went to one. If I am Aaron Rodgers, I'm looking at the landscape of quarterbacks, and I'm like, wait a second. I'm as talented as Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Peyton Manning. I'm as talented as those guys, and they all have been to multiple Super Bowls, and I have only been to one. Thus, I am not the limiting reactant. The Green Bay Packers organization is. So if money's not going to bring Aaron Rodgers back, and if winning a Super Bowl isn't going to bring Aaron Rodgers back, then what is going to bring Aaron Rodgers back? That's why I don't think he's going to be in Green Bay week 1. Well, let's bring in somebody else to get their thoughts on Aaron Rodgers' destination. Bucky Brooks. Bucky, does a report that Aaron Rodgers say it's deeper than money change your opinion about his future in Green Bay?
No, it doesn't change my opinion at all. Right now, we're just talking. Until we get down to it, until training camp starts, Aaron Rodgers is just posturing. Hearing all these third-party conversations, people talk for him, we don't know. If Aaron Rodgers really doesn't want to be in Green Bay, well, then man up and say it with your chest in. I don't want to be there. Right now, this is posturing. We can talk about it not being about the money. We can talk about it not being about it being some communication issues with the general manager and the president and those things. But until Aaron Rodgers elects not to show up, we just believe that he is just trying to paint a picture and put the Packers in a corner to eventually get what he wants. But here's what we know from the offseason. They didn't fire the general manager. They didn't fire the president. They haven't traded the backup quarterback. That maybe this might be the issue for him in terms of not being in place and not getting what he wants. So what has changed? So ultimately, Aaron Rodgers has to make the decision. Am I going to tuck my tail in between my legs and show up at camp and walk in knowing that I got nothing out of this big soap opera? Or am I really going to sit and play and not play? I don't believe that he is going to walk away from the game. He still has too much talent, too much game left to walk away.
Man, say it again. I just don't understand. This is a business transaction. I knew a football team didn't love me, and I knew I didn't love a football team, but I love playing for them, and they love paying me for my services. Just that simple. What could be deeper in business than the bottom line? Oh, respect. Respect, homeboy. All right, people always talk about respect and don't respect themselves. I hate that, boy. Somebody come up to me, man, he disrespected me. I was like, bro, do you want me to tell you how many times you disrespect yourself? And Aaron Rodgers right now with all the power, look, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. You ain't even got to know Aaron Rodgers. You say that name, everybody knows who that is. In my existence, me just walking around this planet Earth as being a former football player, it happened to me this morning dropping off my kids. People know who I am from football, and I'm way down here. But let me tell you, when I had a problem in the organization, when I was up, I could go to them and get what I wanted, and vice versa. They could come to me. I don't understand where the lines of communication got broken. What do you always say, Acho, about not loving something that can't love you back? Is that correct? Well, last time I checked, the organization can't fully love you back. They can show you love, but damn it, do you have a life? Do you have a family? Do you have friends? That's where the love is. This whole transaction of a 10, 20-year career of playing a sport, and you trying to find some love and adoration in there, you lost, brother. Let me tell you about this. This is how simple it's supposed to be. You're not a football player. You play football. That means you go out there and go get yours, and you get what they give you, and then you take yourself home. It's simple as that. Now, where is home for Aaron Rodgers? The Green Bay Packers. You know why? Because the Packers are tied with the Chiefs in the last 2 seasons, since Matt LaFleur's been there, with the best regular season record. So the grass is not greener. The Packers led the league in points per game last season, so the grass is not greener. The Packers were one of 4 teams last season to have a top 10 offense and top 10 defense, so the grass is not greener. And the Packers are only one of 2 teams in the league to have a top 5 wide receiver and a top 5 running back, so the grass is not greener. Get out your feelings, clear your eyes up, get the fog from in front of them, and realize what you got. You got something great in Green Bay.
You make good points. Bucky, you make great points, but here's the thing, because I'm always saying the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it, unless you are a gardener. Green went to 2 Super Bowls. Grass may not have been greener for Russell Wilson. They were 7-9 the year before he arrived, but he went to 2 Super Bowls within his first 3 years. The grass may not have always been greener roster-wise for Tom Brady at quarterback, but he's been to a plethora of Super Bowls since Aaron Rodgers went to his one. The grass is greener wherever Aaron Rodgers goes. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, that's what I would perceive. But Sale, y'all know on this show we go deeper.
Let's go.
I just heard Mark Sanchez, the latest Fox employee, remind me of this notion. Aaron Rodgers is represented by the same agent who represented Carson Palmer, Dave Dunn. David Dunn, remember, represented Carson Palmer in 2011 and threatened to retire if not traded. Aaron Rodgers in a similar position, albeit